Yes, there are many First Amendment issues here. Georgia law, though, does allow prosecutors to charge someone both with racketeering as well as participation in a criminal street gang if those organizations are committing crimes under Georgia law, and if these folks are organized in a way that they are working together in some capacity. So prosecutors will often point to things like using gang signs, things that are meant to communicate messages to other potential gang members, recruiting other people to join a gang. It's very problematic from a First Amendment standpoint because that kind of communication, and it can be communication in words, it can be lyrics in a song, it can be on social media, it can be the clothes that they wear. That is all protected under the First Amendment. So I've not seen a successful challenge to these Georgia laws that allow that kind of evidence to be used as evidence of a crime in a criminal trial, but I do think that's going to be problematic for the state. Start out with the basics. RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations. It started out as a federal law that was targeting the mafia. But many states, I think most states, if not all states around the country, have adopted their own state RICO laws with the same idea. Initially, it was focused on organized crime, but the law itself only requires the state to prove that some group of people are committing a pattern of other crimes under the RICO law. And that can include simple stuff like theft or murder or drugs or prostitution. As long as you can show a pattern of two or more crimes committed by this group of people that are organized together, you have a potential RICO case. The penalties, mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison, up to 20 years in prison for the RICO charge alone. And then, of course, there are these other charges that are out there. I think specifically with Young Thug, he's looking at the RICO charge, a conspiracy to commit RICO charge, as well as participation in a criminal street gang. Same kind of punishment for that offense, 5 years up to 20 years. This is a very aggressive move by Fulton County prosecutors. I know that they have been trying to develop an incentive, an initiative to go after street gangs, both in the Atlanta area and beyond. But I think here they may have gone a step too far because they're charging these individuals with criminal activity, crimes under Georgia law, which really may be limited to just things they've said, either on social media or in song lyrics. And ultimately, I think that's going to be a problem. The jury is going to want to see evidence that these individuals, each one of these individuals, actually committed some sort of crime separate from just being a part of this organization. So you can be tied up with other folks. You can be a member of a gang and still not be held criminally responsible for what some other gang member may do unless you're aware that that's going on. So I think that's going to be kind of hard to prove in this case. They've got to show intent and they have to show knowledge. It's not just being a part of a group. It's got to be more than that.